ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another shoutcasting video. I am Lanolinlol, and I'm going to be shoutcasting a League of Legends match. It's been a decent amount of time, quite a while actually, really, since I last shoutcasted a match. So hopefully this will go okay. I did a little bit of practice beforehand, and just kind of pretty much just spectating just whatever random games pop up on the front page of League of Legends. Of the client anyway. So anyway, like I said, I'm Lanolinlol, and hopefully this game will go pretty well. The Blitzcrank, you see there, Sackman 69er. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but that's what I'm going to say. He was just someone that was in my friends list. I noticed that he was sitting in queue, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to go ahead and spectate his game. He's been doing a lot of, I don't know, AP mid Blitzcrank. I've just been watching his statuses, and I guess it works pretty well. This is a ranked game, so I mean, I doubt he's going AP mid. He's obviously probably going to be support. So we'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes. So anyway, while we wait for Aurelia here to load up, just kind of sit back and look at the beautiful skins. Season 2 should be ending sometime today, or I guess it's ending. I don't know if it's ended yet or it's going to end today or whatever. I don't know. I just saw a post on Reddit about the season 3 patch coming for the EU people. So we shall see. So anyway, now here we are in game, letting it load up a bit. And let us begin. Alright, so as we can see, pretty much everyone's starting off with standard starting builds, boots, pots. Lisa and the jungler starting off with the lovely cloth armor. As you see over here on purple side, we have Ezreal, Zinzao, Lux. Looks like it's going to be Lux support, Diana mid, and Ribbon top. So nothing unusual there.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
On blue side, we have Morgana mid, Lee Sin jungle, Vayne and Blitzcrank bot, and Aurelia should be looking to move top, but I believe that she is going to either join. If they are trying to invade, they're probably going to join in on the invade, but I don't think that's going to happen. We have Diana kind of sitting in the jungle. They look like they might be setting up to invade. Yes, they are. Well, maybe. I don't know.
30 seconds.
Wow. That, man, if that Zen hadn't moved out. Oh. Ooh. I think they know that they're there. No wards have been dropped, but Israel did get a hit onto Vayne. So honestly, I would not continue this invade if because of that fact right there. Morgana over here for some reason, probably watching for a counter invade because they know that Lee usually starts red.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, so they're moving up. Really lagging behind a little bit. I don't know. Well, okay. Let's see if this goes anywhere. Honestly, like I said, I would not have continued this invade knowing that they got caught out. So, there's that. There's the lock. No grab. I'm kind of surprised. Did he learn grab? Yeah, he has his rocket grab. I don't know why he didn't go for a grab there. Just pretty much let them get away. Honestly, the fact that he didn't go for a grab, even though they were invading like that, it seems like kind of a... I mean, I guess they took his blue, but Zen's starting red anyway, so why... Kind of seems like a wasted invade to me, especially since most Lees start red anyway. The blue helps for energy regeneration. Oh, there we go. First blood Lee Sin. Very nice. Vayne able to get away with just a little bit of health. Israel taking a couple pot shots of Blitzcrank, but everything seems to be working out okay. We got Morgana and Diana mid. Nothing unusual going on here. So, first blood going to blue team. Morgana dropping a few chuckles. Sinjao waiting in the brush for Aurelia to get caught a little bit off guard, hopefully. Both of them are 2, while Aurelia is still level 1, so Aurelia should probably back off a little bit. I guess things are going a little bit rough down bot. Like I said, I haven't shoutcasted in a little while, so I might I might miss a couple things, so hopefully things move a little bit smoother. Xin and Riven stealing, counter jungling a little bit, stealing Lee Sin blue. Lee Sin getting caught in the bush by Riven. Lee Sin trying to get away. Lee Sin dodging that final little bit of Riven's Q. Xin Zhao dangerously low. There comes Aurelia taking down Xin Zhao, getting blue for herself. Lee Sin coming up as Diana. Ooh, very close. Diana and Riven slowly moving away as Morgana and Lee Sin move in. There goes the bind. Riven dodges it, no problem. Down bot. A little bit of trade going back and forth. Nothing too serious. Lee Sin going back to clear the rest of his blue jungle. Pretty standard so far. CS seems to be pretty much, you know, even all across the board. Diana and Morgana 11 and 14, so Diana's pulling a little bit ahead. Vayne 4 CS to Israel's 10, so Vayne kind of behind Israel, even though she's got Vayne and Blitz have them pushed up to the tower. Israel still having no problems keeping up and surpassing Vayne in CS. Morgana pushing Diana up to her tower just a bit. Israel coming in for some reason, taking heavy damage and then immediately arcane shifting out. Blitzcrank getting minion blocked, taking tons of damage, forcing the flash away because of those lovely minions and their epic blocks. They spot Xin Zhao standing in the bush and immediately back off. Lisa taking his red. Diana pushing Morgana back. The giggles coming out. Oh, nice grab from Blitzcrank. Is it enough to finish it off? Yes, it is. Very well done. Very nice positioning there. Getting trapped out. Lux might be able to take her down. The flash gets her out of range of Lux's E, I believe that is. Yes. Lucent Singularity. So, good defensive flash. Lux being catching out Blitzcrank, putting damage in. Blitzcrank grabbing Lux, hitting her with the power fist, doing as much damage as you can. Lux flashing for no particular good reason. Here comes the EQ from Lee Sin, and that is a dead Lux. Easy peasy. So bot lane looking very strong. Vayne and Blitzcrank having no problems with the Lux Ezreal combo. Lee Sin dropping some really good ganks, ensuring that everyone is successful in their lanes. Aurelia pushing Riven to the top. Let's look at their CS. We have Riven with 13 CS, Aurelia with 19. Here comes the gank from Xin Zhao. Putting lots of damage on Aurelia, and she should go down right there. And the pointless flash from Riven for no good reason. So that is Ignite and Flash Burn from Riven. Absolutely unnecessary flash, that's for sure. I'm not sure exactly what ELO this is. I just know that it is indeed ranked. So, good successful gank there from Xin Zhao to kind of counter gank the bot lane. Though obviously the trade wasn't the same. You know, they lost two bot lane versus one top lane. So at least Xin Zhao's trying to, you know, at least keep up with Lee Sin. Even if it isn't at the same lane. Lee Sin continuing to clear his jungle camps. So as far as the gold lead goes, obviously we have blue team far ahead in the gold lead. There it is. Israel jumping out away from Vayne, preventing Vayne from landing that last hit of her silver bolts. A little bit of poke back and forth coming. Oh, another successful gank from Lee Sin. I completely missed. That is very unfortunate. But Lee Sin again proving why he's very strong. Oh man, Vayne getting caught out, taking a bit of damage, but nothing too serious. Able to move out of the way. Oh, and there's Blitz trying to help Vayne with CS, grabbing a few minions, getting a little bit close. Aurelia again pushing Riven up towards her tower, forcing Riven to last hit beneath the tower. Which, honestly, given the kind of pressure that she's been getting top lane versus... Oh, there she goes. Popping the ult, forcing Riven to get away. Again, stunned and blocked by minions. Aurelia is easily able to bring Riven down. So far, this early game, heavily in blue team's favor. The ganks have been very successful. The lanes not pushing too hard and able to sustain themselves. Really nice blitz hooks catching Israel and Lux. Oh, Blitz hitting his W to hopefully try and get a grab. Oh, getting caught. There it is. Oh! That was crazy. The grab mid-ult from Israel. Israel goes down but takes Blitzcrank with him. The ult still coming out. Xin Zhao and Lee Sin going at it. Lee Sin kicking Xin Zhao away, ensuring that the gank is unsuccessful. Very nice counter from Lee Sin, preventing Xin Zhao from picking up the kill. Lee Sin not quite on a kill streak yet. Only 2 kills. Don't think that qualifies as a kill streak. But as it piles on, the Lee Sin will look tastier and tastier. Diana in an awkward position, just taking free damage from Morgana for no particular reason. There goes the ult from Diana, getting caught up, her flashing to the other side of Morgana for some reason. Oh, not flash, I guess that was her ult. My bad. So, again, this mid lane, just like the other lanes for blue side, still looking pretty one-sided. The poke is there, and here comes Xin Zhao, hopefully going to catch Morgana out. Here he comes, moving up, jump, and the spell immune. The black shield preventing any CC from Xin Zhao from catching her. Very good reaction from Morgana with that black shield. But it will force Morgana to back, allowing Diana to hopefully push the lane up towards her. Oh, maybe not. I guess Morgana isn't going to back. Going to make sure that those lanes get moved up, and probably going to come over here and pick up her blue. Xin coming bot after Lux falls, hopefully trying to counter that kill with another gank, but decides just to back off. Diana moving to farm up her wraiths. So, let's take a look at the item builds. Lee Sin, pretty typical jungler build with his Wriggles Lantern. Morgana with her double Doran blades and Sorcerer's Boots, looking really strong. Vayne and Israel trading a little bit. Israel forced the arcane shift out. Diana moving up on Morgana. Morgana taking tons of damage, getting locked underneath the tower and just blown up. Very, very, very poor play by Diana. She should have saw that coming. It's one thing you got to be careful doing. It's diving Morgana under the tower because she can pop her ult, lock you down. Nice grab from Blitzcrank, picking up Israel. Not enough damage to take him down though. Vayne most likely going to flash and continue on. Very nice. Lee Sin also locked underneath the tower from Lux's bind. Blitzcrank will move up to hopefully absorb some of that damage that Lux is putting out, making sure that his 2 carries aren't killed. There's the Q land on Lux. Will Lee Sin jump in? There's the grab from Blitzcrank. There's the power fist, knocking her up. Vayne taking Lux down easily, but here comes Xin Zhao with the counter gate, taking down Vayne, shutting her down, getting that lovely kill streak. And this looks to be a double kill if Xin Zhao can land his E. Will he do it? Here it comes. Nope, there it is. And that's another shutdown for Xin Zhao, allowing him to get very big. The ult coming down from Israel to ensure any kills that may have escaped. So Blitzcrank forced it back. Xin Zhao starting to look very strong. He's got 2 kills and 2 shutdowns, which actually puts him higher than everybody else. Well, everyone else on purple team. Another trade back and forth between Morgana and Diana. Diana looking pretty weak against Morgana. Now, normally Diana would be a pretty strong pick versus Morgana because of her clothes, but Morgana proving otherwise. Xin Zhao hopefully going to try and take her down. Nope. Xin Zhao moves in the wrong direction. Aurelia coming down to help Morgana stay alive. Lee Sin coming in to also counter gank that gank. But it looks like everyone's going to pretty much just back off and go back to their respective lanes. Oh, Aurelia and Lee Sin moving in on... Oh, there's the stun. There's the flash and ignite. Miscue from Lee Sin. And Diana's going to get away without any issues. Major damage coming in on Lux. Lux should easily go down. Maybe not. There's the tumble and the kill for Vayne. Another bit of damage going out on Israel. Blitzcrank trying to keep himself alive, and he survives thanks to the lovely, beautiful passive that Blitzcrank has. That mana shield, bro. That mana shield. So, gotta say, so far, this blue team looking very, very strong. It's gonna take quite a bit for them to come back. Obviously, this is still early game, so we have Vayne up 6-1 over Israel 0-4. So Israel incredibly weak versus Vayne. Honestly, shouldn't even bother trying to trade with them. Vayne currently sitting on almost 2,000 gold. When she does finally back, she's most likely gonna pick up a BF sword to complement that Fabric Scepter. Might possibly move into a Bloodthirster, seeing as she is considerably ahead. Though she only has 56 CS versus Israel's 59, she's still considerably stronger. Honestly, if I was this purple team, bot lane, Israel and Lux, I would not try to trade at all. I'd play very passive, try to avoid getting hooked by Blitz, which is ultimately what's leading to their downfall. Because mechanically, they seem pretty sound. However, they just don't seem to know how to play against Blitzcrank. Like, Lux, honestly, should do a decent job at shutting Blitzcrank down, but because she can bind him like that, preventing him from being able to maneuver around these minions and get grabs. But oh, very nice. But Lee Sin coming in for the gank. Israel first forced to flash out. Diving the tower. There goes Lux, burning her under the tower, hitting her with that final spark, and finally Israel picking up a kill on Vayne. Very nice play by Lux and Israel. There's the grab. There's the Q. Miss. And there goes Lux, falling once again. Better than Israel, though. So Lux doing her job as a support, keeping her carry alive, and assisting in that kill on Vayne. But here's Aurelia coming around, about to dive onto Israel. Let's see if Israel notices the tower. Pretty much dead, so I don't know why Lee Sin and Blitz aren't just immediately diving. Go! What the fuck? Xin Zhao coming around. Aurelia wasting her time. They should have just went in, grabbed Israel, and taken out the tower. But I guess they're trying to play very passive. Riven also has come down to counter Aurelia. My kitty cat has jumped on my shoulder and wants to watch what I'm doing. Nice grab from Blitzcrank, picking up Riven, but will there be enough damage? Xin Zhao dropping Blitzcrank immediately. Riven surviving with no issues whatsoever. Taking out Lee Sin as well. Very successful job. Very nice from Riven and Xin Zhao responding to that grab. Honestly, if I was Blitz and Lee Sin, I would have bounced immediately. As soon as I saw Riven, I would have left. I was like, nah. So Vayne hanging out in the bush, heading past Dragon, most likely moving back to their lane. Lux coming around, possibly to ward, making sure Dragon is still there, or maybe to get the jump on Vayne. I'm not sure what Lux could really do. Now dropping ward. Vayne, it's warded, so they see them, but Vayne not moving in to stop Lux. They don't have any vision of the rest of the team, so they may have predicted it as being a bait, but it would have been worth at least looking into, I think. Mid lane, not much action still. Both towers still up. As we can see, top tower is gone. Bottom tier 1 tower is also gone. Xin Zhao possibly moving in to try and get a gank on Morgana. Morgana standing there doing nothing. But I believe there's Lee Sin coming in for the counter gank, trying to prevent Xin Zhao from doing anything. Nice Q from Diana, catches Lee Sin, but Lee Sin safeguards to Morgana, preventing any extra damage. Blitzcrank trying to go for another one of those MLG Pro grabs that he has been landing this entire game. Very nice grab, but Lux is able to flash over the wall and away from Vayne. Don't think... There it is. There's the kill from Vayne. Very well done. Now Lux and Blitz need to GTFO. Well, not Lux. Vayne and Blitz need to get the fuck out of there. Blitz doing what he can to protect his carry, but it is not enough. Riven and her very powerful mobility allows her to catch up to Vayne and take her down without much ease. Or with much ease. So that being said, I feel like purple team should try to take Dragon, seeing as both bot lane Blitzcrank and Vayne are down. And Morgana and Lee Sin mid. Granted, they couldn't see that, but still, with those two dead, I would have went for it. Israel putting some damage down on the tower, trying to capitalize on the fact that this bottom lane is currently empty. Lee Sin coming down possibly to take Aurelia. flashing away from a possible gank. There's the damage coming through. Tons of damage going out on Aurelia. Riven knocking her around, and Xin Zhao doing what he can to keep her CC. Ignite coming down. Aurelia will not survive, and she drops. Oh, there's the Q. There's the kick into the tower. Not quite enough to knock him into tower range, and Israel will arcane shift out of there. Very well done by Israel. Very well done. Lee Sin not looking too good now. He did really good early game, but he seems to be falling off a bit. Locked him up. There comes the laser, and that is a sniped Lee Sin. Very well played by Lux and Israel. Vayne standing in the bush waiting for an open invitation to do something, but the invitation never comes. I feel like she may have been able to tumble out and put down some serious damage on Lux. I mean, she is still very, very fed compared to Israel being 7-3 and Israel only 1-4. However, Israel's CS is considerably more than Vayne. So, if Israel is left to farm, as they've been leaving, as blue team has been leaving Israel to do, he could very well still catch up and surpass Vayne, even with that terrible early game. So, we shall see how that goes. Xin Zhao picking up blue for himself. Aurelia and Blitzcrank possibly moving to take dragon. This will be the first dragon of the game. They have it marked. We shall see if anyone decides to move in, but I don't think they are. Their jungler Lee Sin with his smite seems to be a little farther away. So I think they're just going to leave it as is, and again, not go for any dragons. Now, I said I wasn't sure what ELO this was, but judging by the gameplay and the fact that it's 20 minutes in, and the highest CS is 147 on Diana, and no dragons have been taken, kind of makes me think it's low ELO. Diana walking just right past the entire blue team, but blue team is able to easily, or purple team is easily able to clean up that mess. Riven looking very strong despite being pushed under her tower for the majority of early game. Morgana top, pushing out top lane, while the rest of purple team pushes on mid tower. Lee Sin doing what he can to defend, but 5v1 or 1v5, not much Lee Sin can do. So this tower will most likely go down. Lee Sin needs to wash his ass. He's going to get caught. There's a snipe. He's able to get out of there with the flash. All right, so purple team looking really strong right now. Most likely moving to take dragon. While blue team has taken down their top and bottom tier 1 towers, taking that mid tower allows for a lot of blue team loses a lot of vision having that tower gone. So here we are. Morgana moving in to hopefully try and steal dragon. Diana taking it no problem at all. Morgana popping her ult. Lee Sin dropping in to take out Diana. People flashing away. Israel easily able to get away. Lee Sin picking up a double kill on Lux. I'd say I don't know. I think that would about break even. Losing Diana and Lux, while Lux is the support, getting that global gold for purple team, I'd have to say that's a win. Like I'd say that was more in favor of purple team. Though blue team able to take those 2 kills and go for this tower, so I'd say blue team kind of came out on the top of that. They got 2 kills onto their jungler Lee Sin, and they took a tower. Granted, purple team did grab dragon, so that they do get that global gold. So we'll see where they go from here. Now, after a dragon is taken and a few towers taken, there's Morgana trying to drop a bind on Israel. Israel able to dodge it easily. There goes the snipe coming from Lux. Morgana taking quite a bit of damage. Purple team moving in to capitalize on the fact that Morgana is very low. The kick coming out. Xin Zhao jumping in, putting out quite a bit of damage. There's the ult coming from Riven, taking down Morgana finally. Lee Sin trying to run. Blitzcrank trying to kind of maybe... is Lee Sin going to drop? Yep. Worst person you could have grabbed, Blitzcrank. Worst person you could have grabbed. Blitzcrank killing his Lee Sin by grabbing Riven, thus putting Riven in range to take out Lee Sin. Vayne dropping to Diana. Riven very low, moving up to possibly, purple team moving up to possibly take the top tower and force Aurelia away. They will steal blue here. Blitz sitting, doing nothing. Should probably back, go heal, not waste his time.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Purple team taking out another turret. Despite the crappy early game, Purple team is definitely coming out very strong into this mid game. Israel tossing the ult out, push some of those minions away from their tier 2 tower. Didn't quite kill any of them, but it did drop the health, allowing the turret to one-shot a few of these minions. Xin Zhao coming in to clear it up. Lux dropping a ward on Baron. Alright, so let's take a look at the item builds. Alright, so 80 carries. We have Vayne and Israel. Israel far surpassing Vayne CS, despite being dominated in early game. Israel honestly looking a lot stronger. Well, not lots. I don't know. I'm going to have to say Israel's looking a lot stronger than Vayne right now, despite the fact that he was dominated so well early game. His CS and his 11 assists, I think, are really helping Israel stay a viable AD carry in this game. Seeing that he has his Infinity Edge, Berserker Greaves, 2 Doran's Blades, and a Longsword and Ruby Crystal. I'm not sure what that builds into, but I cannot remember off the top of my head. The Ruby Crystal may just be for health, but we shall see. I can't think of any AD carry defensive items he might be building into, so we'll see where that goes. Vayne, Bloodthirster, Berserker's Greaves, 2 Doran's Blades, and a dagger. She might be building into Phantom Dancer. We shall see. Blitz, shooting out that, missing. Lux face checking the bush and getting instantly melted down by Aurelia. Lee Sin taking out Xin Zhao. Vayne trying to get away. Riven on her, very strong. Should have stayed on her. There goes Riven. Oh, nice grab from Blitzcrank, keeping his carry alive. Lee Sin putting out as much damage as he can before Diana finally brings her down. Morgana popping her ult, trying to take anybody out. Israel taking out Blitzcrank, and Aurelia finally killing. Ooh, double kill for Israel. And I think that's a double kill for Diana. Very nice. Diana escaping with barely any health. Morgana trying to catch Israel out. Israel doing a very good job at juking that damage coming out from Morgana. Those skill shots, though, you got to be able to land them if you're Israel. Come on. Come on. Morgana. Auto attack, Morgana. Auto attack. There's the kill. That would have been a much, much quicker kill if Morgana knew how to auto attack. But I guess she doesn't. Again, this is most likely fairly low ELO. I'd say probably like around 1200. But I'm not sure. I checked my buddy's profile before we started just to kind of see what ELO he's at, and it is not listed. He's unranked, so I don't know. Or that being the case, I think that means he's at least below 1250, because I don't think it shows until you're at least 1250. Because I know my friends can't see my ELO because my ELO is only like 1208. I'm not that great, but it's okay. So, Lux taking blue for herself, and which is probably good. Lux is doing a pretty decent job at keeping people away, though she did make that mistake of face checking that bush, thus getting her obliterated. But it turned out okay because her team was able to capitalize on the fact that blue team blew pretty much everything they had on Lux to bring her down fairly quickly, which left them with almost nothing to fight the rest of the team. So, kind of a lull at the moment. No one really doing much. Aurelia moving in possibly to take out Lux. Lux binding her with her light binding, allowing her to get away. Nice prediction from Lux, flashing from the most likely grab from that Blitzcrank rocket grab, preventing her from being once again melted down instantly. Learning a bit from that terrible early game that they had. That Blitzcrank is pretty good at landing those grabs, I gotta say. Obviously, everybody misses every once in a while, but Riven coming around, hopefully to try and flank the blue team. Just waiting for someone to initiate the blue team, then Riven will most likely move in, land a stun. There's the binding from Xin Zhao. There's the grab from Blitzcrank. Riven comes in, big team fight kicking out. Blitzcrank taking a ton of damage early off. Xin Zhao immediately falling to Morgana. Vayne picking up Riven. Israel taking down Morgana immediately afterwards. Laser coming out with Lee Sin will fall to Lux. And there's another grab from Blitzcrank landing on Israel. Diana chasing Aurelia down, taking Aurelia down quite easily. I would say that was a really good fight for Purple Team. Coming out as a 3-4-2 exchange, forcing Blitzcrank and Vayne to back off. Wow. Lux and Israel push the lane a little bit. Diana's going to go up. Lifesteal a little bit, possibly. Looking at her build. Okay. Alright. She doesn't have any lifesteal. But she is going to go ahead and clear that wave, allowing those minions to push out and preventing that tower from falling. So, Israel and Lux trying to take Dragon out from under their nose. It should be a completely uncontested Dragon, as no one from blue team is close enough to try and begin to stop it.
The team has slain the dragon.
Very nice. So, as we can see, the kills are dead even, 24-24. Purple team actually up about 3,000 gold on blue team. Again, despite that very strong early game from blue team. So honestly, I mean, if I had to pick a team that might win, I'm gonna have to go with purple team on this one. I know my friend is on blue side, but purple team's looking really strong, especially since you have Diana with 198 CS versus Morgana's 159. Diana's looking a lot stronger than Morgana right now. Now, Morgana, when it comes to team fights, she's a bit more useful because she can drop the binding and then her ultimate can lock everybody down or force everybody to spread. But at the same time, Xin Zhao can do the exact same thing. Basically. Like, most of the time, whenever you see Morgana, they'll flash in, hit their ult, and then hit their Zhonyas. As you can see, Morgana has her Zhonyas built, which causes the opposing team to scatter. Well, at the same time, you have Xin Zhao can essentially do the same thing. Dive into the middle of the team, hit his ult, and force everyone to scatter. Very nice arcane shift, dodging that Blitzcrank grab, allowing purple team to move in and take down Lee Sin. Diana moving in. There's the snipe. Blitz going down, and this should be a tower. They should be able to capitalize on this, seeing as Blitzcrank is gone and Lee Sin is gone. So most of their initiation has been removed. Tower will melt immediately. Morgana getting caught out here, out of position. Xin Zhao moving in on her, trying to take her down. The spell shield though is going to prevent any knockups, but Xin Zhao will jump in, and Israel will take the kill with his ultimate. Israel coming back very strong, now 6-5 and 17. Diana melting down Vayne, then melting down Aurelia. That CS really showing. And there's the ace. Very nice, very well done. This goes to show that you should never call GG just because early game goes poorly. Look at that. They, coming from a significant loss towards the early and mid game, are now in the middle of their tower. Tower diving them on the Nexus turrets. Double kill Israel. Very, very strong purple team. This actually should be GG. Everyone is dead. Respawn timers are fairly long as we are 30 minutes in. There's one Nexus turret. And here's two Nexus turrets. All of them still dead. Vayne up, Morgana up. That should be GG. Very well played from purple team. Very nicely done. That's game. Wow. Wow. Purple team looking very strong. Very well done. Alright, so post-game analysis. Alright, well, as we saw from the beginning of the game, that early game was incredible. Like, blue team was absolutely dominating. Blitzcrank with those very nice grabs. As you can see, 15 assists. So he was definitely doing his job as a support. But I feel like they got kind of cocky, and Vayne's CS was never good, like, at all during the entire early game. Though she was getting kills, she wasn't CSing. Like, her CS was crap, which I think ultimately led to Israel coming back so strong. Israel didn't get barely any kills. Well, actually, he didn't get any kills early game. He didn't start getting kills until mid game. But those assists is what kept him in the game, and allowed him to farm successfully. He had very, very good defensive arcane shifts away from a lot of those blitz grabs. Once they got used to playing against Blitzcrank and understood the way that this particular Blitzcrank, like how he gets his grabs, catching people off guard and stuff like that, they were able to start predicting them. Because if you notice there, the early game, everybody was getting grabbed. Everyone was getting grabbed all over the place, left, right, and center. But once they moved into mid-late game, people started predicting those rocket grabs coming out. And it made Blitzcrank almost completely useless at that point, because he was immediately chunked down every single team fight. Very rarely was there's actually a time where Blitzcrank was alive long enough to do anything, really. So there goes the silence right off the bat. There were a few times when the Lux, the also support, was also chunked down very quickly, but overall Lux did a very good job at protecting her carry. All of Israel's deaths were early game, except I think one. So this particular Israel, very strong late game, very, very well done. Mid game was no contest. Like, Diana absolutely dominated Morgana the entire time. Early game, Morgana was looking kind of strong, though Morgana did do fairly well. I mean, 5 and 3 and 5, pretty good, but unfortunately she just didn't have the team to back her up. Aurelia playing fairly careless, honestly, especially when they did that dive on Israel. She just kind of stood up there and did nothing, while Blitz and Lee Sin stood there and did nothing. I mean, the tower has 2 hits, and Israel has no life. And they stood around and gave time for Xin Zhao and Lux and Riven to come in and just clean up. Like, I think Israel did end up dying, but that was just that play right there, I think, is ultimately what led to the snowball of Xin Zhao, which allowed Xin Zhao to pick up kills, secure kills, and then Riven roaming quite a bit really, again, helped her snowball. I think Riven's honestly the MVP of this match. Again, though she was pushed under tower for the majority of the early game, she was still able to come back strong. Not as much CS as Aurelia, but 9-3 and 11. You can't sneeze at that. It's a good Riven player, being able to come in and dominate like that, even though they were shut down so hard during early game. So that being said, congratulations to Purple Team. Unfortunately, my friend did lose, but it's okay. It's all right. He was just somebody that was in my friends list. That's all. I don't even remember when I added him. So yeah. But there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I understand this shoutcast was kind of it wasn't the best. I felt that I was kind of pretty much just saying what was happening in front of me. Not too much real analysis, but it's been a while since I shoutcasted anything. So I'll upload this, and you guys tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see, and how you think I could improve. So feel free to all the constructive criticism you want. It's all good. I like the criticism, as long as it's constructive. If you're just being an asshole, you're just being an asshole. But anyway, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Ratings always appreciated. And like I said, drop some comments. Leave me some criticisms. What do you want to see me do better? What do you think I did well? And again, thanks for watching, guys. I've been Lanolin, and this has been League of Legends. See you next time.